MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
To kick off for San Francisco.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 30.
Down by Emmanuel Mosley. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Hunt, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They go play action. Kaiser. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 3rd and long for Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
For the Jets.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 65.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up second down.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
The ball carrier.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
5-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Niners 10.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
With the score,
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Hunt. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3.
To throw is Kaiser. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Jets 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And look at this, another fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On play action, now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
San Francisco.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards that time for number 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
21.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
His kick.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 24, Jets 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
What we got? Mike spot 4,
First down, Kaiser. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Play action now. Kaiser. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's third down.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is Hunt. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Braden Mann now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
49ers.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
21. Mike, 53. 11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First down, San Francisco.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gold is able to put it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Garoppolo.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Jets' 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll drop this down to Coleman. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And they'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Talk about a young man who's been living up to the hype. Nick Bosa, 9 sacks in the regular season in 2019, but really turned his game up for the postseason. Had 4 in their run to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. This guy plays with such passion, such strength, and a huge football IQ. Seems to understand where plays are going to go even before the ball is snapped.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the 49ers.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Kevin Coleman, the 49ers.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 34, Jets 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
The ball carrier.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Punt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 on the ground. This is Johnson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
I'm going to run for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Crowder. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54 miles.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54 is mine. 54 is mine.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Bosa on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Niners 36-yard line.
They run with Hunt.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and 5.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They run again with Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's go, defense. 19 line. Check 3, check 3. Mike 57. Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Rip right. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
On 2nd and a couple, Kaiser. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for them.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Today's
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's